Good morning to ya. Good morning to ya. It's DJ Wonder Chrissy with the goofy glasses on. Good morning. It is Saturday, December 16th. Sun is trying to peek through just a little bit. We are in Chirac, Chi-Town, Chicago, whatever it is you want to call it. We are there. We are reporting the Migrant Mayhem for you, the viewer. Like, share, subscribe, help us with the algorithm. Land Cruiser Midwest, folks. Right there, that's the channel. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let me bring the music down because that is what the DJ does. Okay, so there you have it. I need that music to get going every day, folks. So thanks for letting me play it. And, we got a good show for you today. Yeah, good show for you today. Let me get that set up. Lots going on in Chicago. It changes every day. We got some new news reports out there. Here's one from Fox, and they're in the process of, they've identified that Brandon Johnson has violated some rules with his 26 or so shelters. He's been violating some, let me get rid of these goofy glasses. Get rid of the goofy glasses for now. I hope you guys enjoyed those. Just a little bit of fun. We got to make this fun, right? News is too serious. That's the purpose of this channel, is add a little humor and, I don't know, something to allow you to digest the news just a little bit better. So, all right, let's get this set up here. So Brandon has... Let's see here. That's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. This software sometimes just leaves me. Is calling out. All right, maybe now it's there. Let's see what we got. There it is. Okay. So, there's a couple of groups. Fulton Street Market, which we keep talking about. That's near West Side neighborhood. Very up and coming. The yuppies, the dinks, all those people kind of are migrating to there. There's some old warehouses. Used to be like the packing community and, butchers and stuff used to be there many, many years ago. They turned a lot of that into office space. And there's still some warehouse space there. And obviously Brandon has turned some warehouse space into a shelter. And some people are calling him out for that, which I guess is considered a zoning violation. Okay? So let's hear what Tia Ewing of Fox Chicago has to say about that.
Out Mayor Brandon Johnson over buildings that now house migrants that they say are meant for manufacturing only. Back in October 2000, migrants moved into two buildings, one at 344 North Ogden and the other at 1640 West Walnut Street. The Fulton Market Association says under the city's Kinsey Industrial Corridor planned manufacturing district, the buildings are not zoned to be living spaces, and it's been that way since 1998. The organization held a press conference today, and they also say the Inspector General should step in.
No one in Chicago, but especially the mayor, is above the law. We are calling today on Chicago Inspector General.
Tyrants are above the law, folks.
To immediately investigate what is very clear and transparent, the mayor breaking the law, and recommend punishment for the mayor to the city council. And all of the migrants that have been placed here illegally and on Walnut be relocated immediately.
We did reach out to the mayor's office for comment on this story, and so far we haven't heard back.
So there you go on that. Well, I don't know. It took them like 2 months to file or bring it up. Brandon is just a lightning rod, folks, and we're going to look at this one next. This says that Chicago, they've gone through, I guess, they did a FOIA or something, and they're finding out that Chicago's paid out $138 million already. But as I've told you, they've already allocated like $250 million to the city of Chicago. But the interesting part about this video clip, it gives you some names of companies that are getting paid, right? You gotta follow the money if you want to find the corruption. So this lists some names of companies that are being paid out, out of Chicago. But keep in mind the facts and figures are not, the total figures are way off. It's less than half. I mean, there's also, the city of Chicago is investing resources and assets and, doing stuff themselves that they would be doing, maybe not have to do otherwise. So they're not filling potholes. They're doing some things that they only have so many resources to fix stuff in the city, and if they're spending time working on shelters and stuff, they can't work on other stuff. So let's see what CBS 2 Chicago has to say about where the money is flowing to.
We're learning new information tonight about how much the migrant crisis is costing Chicago.
And who is getting paid to take care of the new arrivals. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza has been digging into the numbers. Sabrina, what are we learning?
Well, the city says it's paid.
It's all about the numbers, folks. I'm a facts and figures guy, so the numbers rarely lie.
$138 million to various vendors. That's between October of last year until today. All that to help support new arrivals making their way to Chicago. For perspective, though, that is more money than budgeted to fund the Chicago Public Library in 2024.
The three largest recipients of that money: Favorite Healthcare Staffing, a healthcare staffing firm, over $93 million. Equitable Social Solutions, a company that works in homelessness prevention and housing support, $19 million. And family-owned food service company Open Kitchens, $15 million. The city's public data portal suggests that between September and today, the Johnson administration paid $53.9 million to support the crisis. But on a trip to D.C. back in November, Mayor Brandon Johnson told reporters the city was spending $40 million a month.
$40 million a month, folks. So that's a big bunch of pocket change there. So keep that in mind as we play the rest of this. And we got as I said before, look at Brandon's hair. Doesn't he look like a shark? Doesn't it look like a shark fin sticking out of the water? What a joke.
The $40 million that it's costing the city of Chicago every single month to provide care for these individuals who are seeking asylum, that is not sustainable.
Lots to look into here. We're still working to find out any other costs the city has paid in support of this issue. We do know that some of the funding for these vendors came from FEMA and some came in the form of grant money from the state of Illinois. In the newsroom, Sabrina Franza, CBS 2 News.
Sabrina, thank you.
So there you have it. So if you're from outside of Chicago, this is
a product like this my whole life.
This is still costing you. This is still costing you. The United States taxpayer, the USA, anyone in the United States, if you're in Florida, Texas, California, wherever you are in the United States, you're helping pay for this. FEMA is forking over money for Chicago to be a sanctuary city. It's not just the Chicagoans and the people that live in Illinois. I live in Illinois. My tax dollars are being wasted quite a bit here, quite a bit. And it's not like Chicago can afford to waste money. Chicago, before all this crisis began, was already in pretty deep with their pensions. I think in the last couple of months they've stated that the Chicago police, fire, teachers, and governmental workers pension programs, all those, 4 or 5 of them, are at 20 to 25% funded. Where a healthy pension is funded at 80% or above, Chicago has been lagging in funding of their pensions because they've got other things to spend their money on. They neglect to fund their pensions on purpose because they don't have the money, because they have a spending problem, folks. I keep saying this. Illinois and Chicago does not have a revenue problem. They have a spending problem. They refuse to cut things out of their budgets. They refuse to cut spending out of their budgets. They frivolously spend money and are always looking for ways to spend more money and never take anything off the table. That's the problem with Chicago and Illinois. They do it to themselves. They do it to themselves. So let's look at this other video here. Couple days ago, the city of Chicago took a vote on whether or not to create a referendum to ask the voters whether or not they wanted to remove Chicago's moniker or their designation as a sanctuary city. Let the voters decide, right? And it failed. So Chicago's going to continue to become continue to be considered a sanctuary city, and all the good things and bad things that go along with this. So let's play this.
The migrant crisis in Chicago, a push tonight to give voters a say on whether or not the city should remain a sanctuary city. City leaders voted on the measure today as more asylum seekers continue to be bussed here from the border. NBC's
Flown in, folks.
Husky has the story.
The hose is running.
Before the highly anticipated council meeting, advocates for keeping Chicago.
Now, here's one of the progressive alder people. I don't know what that is, but one of the Hispanic wards voted this person in. Oh my God, I'm not sure what it is.
Chicago, a sanctuary city, made their case.
We are a city of migrants. We are a city.
Among other things, evidently. Oh my God.
With undocumented families that have built.
Jussie, does Jussie Smollett come to mind too when you're watching this? Just a little bit. Oh, Chicago's got a long history of Jussies.
This city. And it is about time that government shows up for them.
We are a rainbow. This is Chicago.
This controversial vote, which was delayed by political wrangling, would put Chicago's sanctuary city status on the ballot.
So, as that lady said below, we are a rainbow. Well, the question is whether or not you can afford to be a rainbow. You could be anything you want in this world. That's the power of the United States. You can be anything you want to be. But on the flip side, you have to be able to afford it. So let's finish off this video. This is sad.
To let voters decide.
Let's unite against hate and division. Let's unite in support of the welcoming ordinance.
I'm not for the sanctuary city. And the reason why I'm not for the sanctuary city is because people have waited years to come in here legally.
The mayor's council allies used a parliamentary maneuver to defeat the measure by a vote of 16 to 31, bringing its sponsor to his feet.
Are we scared of the truth here? Are we afraid that the people are going to tell us that we are spending money frivolously in this body?
The vote now gives Mayor Brandon Johnson more breathing room in how he deals with the migrant crisis.
Our position is about making sure that we're providing solutions.
The mayor is also vowing a crackdown on what he calls rogue buses who fail to comply with city rules for when and where to drop off migrants. The first bus was impounded last night.
We have set forth pretty clear guidelines of how buses should arrive.
The city says it is making progress housing the migrants who have already arrived. 21 of the 22 police districts have been cleared, or as they say, decompressed of those migrants. Only the 12th district is open. Reporting from Englewood, Charlie Wojciechowski, NBC 5 News.
So, there you have it for today. A couple of news clips. The border's wide open. I'm here to tell you that. It doesn't take much to see that. Look at the national news. You'll see Arizona, they're just flooding over the border. Brandon's not out of the hot water yet. He's, as we reported the last couple of days, our governor is not gonna be happy if Brandon doesn't get this under control, because the DNC, Democratic National Convention, is coming to Chicago next summer, and he doesn't want our state to be embarrassed or anything to cause the DNC to be embarrassed. So there you have it. There you have it. An update for today. DJ Wonder Chrissy here at Land Cruiser Midwest. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. And we love bringing you this this stuff on a daily basis, and our channel is growing. Thank you very much. Kudos to you, the viewer. So like, share, and subscribe if you will. It really helps with the algorithm. I'm done for today. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend, and stay safe out there, folks, because they're coming to the suburbs in Chicago. Brandon's already looking for other communities to help him out. He's thrown that out there the last couple of days too. So be looking for them in your neighborhood, because they're coming. DJ Wonder Chrissy over and out.